How long has it been? Remember that lifetime you were under my skin.
Music contest web. I'm here with Thomas from the Swedish Gun Factory, who won the first prize for the best video on the 6th contest edition. So welcome, Thomas, and congratulations.
Why, thank you so much.
Okay, well, let's just dive right into it. I mean, why don't you tell me something about yourself and how you got into the music scene and what you're doing?
Yeah, well, my name is Thomas and I'm from Sweden, hence the name Swedish Gun Factory. I started playing piano when I was 10 years old, and since then I just continued learning other instruments. And when I was 20, I started a musical theater program in Gothenburg, Sweden, at the Ballet Academy. So I learned to tap dance, which is something that is extremely useful for me.
Yeah.
So that was like the point with Swedish Gun Factory. It's like a tap dancing multi-instrumentalist. So yeah, that happened, and then I was touring the world actually with a group of mine called Jerk, Jeerk, and we were in the States for several years in a row. We went back and forth, and that's when I met my wife, and she's from Memphis. So I moved to Memphis, and that's like when I started the Swedish Gun Factory thing. I thought it could be like anything, but you know, I was a tap dancer and I was a musician, so I figured I'd put those two things together.
And Memphis is a very musical city, isn't it?
Oh, Memphis is fantastic.
Wow.
It's such a rich, deep history of, and that was also a big thing for me, because I was like a huge rockabilly fan when I was like 14. Jerry Lewis was like my house god, like learning how to play piano like him. So it was kind of cool to move to Memphis where all that happened. And
Obviously.
let's see it, even record in some studios, which was fun.
Of course. So what's the story behind, if there is a story behind your video Fall?
Well, we were gonna do like a really complicated thing that still hasn't happened, but I hope it will happen. We had this theme about a ballerina in a coma, and technically it was gonna be really advanced with a lot of animation and stuff, and her development as a dancer from a little kid to like a young age, when the idea was that she got like in an accident and therefore ended up in a coma. But all those drawings are from it's my wife's cousin, Jordan Fisher, really good artist and very interesting. And I saw her drawing, so I said, hey, why don't you like draw the whole outline for me, and we will take it from there. And we didn't get further than that.
Well, it looks very nice. It's really nice. Really.
Oh yeah, no, I love her drawings. I think they're beautiful.
They are. They certainly are. Yes. And who influences or who inspires your music?
I'm sorry, what?
Who inspires? I mean, what inspires your music?
I would say personally, anyone who's trying to think outside the box for me, like, and anyone who's trying to come up with something, or just naturally comes up with something that's not entirely tried before. You know, everyone who pushes the limits, anyone who pushes the boundaries. It could be scientists, or it could be philanthropists, or of course musicians as well.
Okay.
But that interests me, like when you try to push boundaries, regardless what it is.
In all fields?
In literally all fields, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, normally of course when you hear a song, you can be inspired by that and like how it's composed and everything. But you know, when you start playing and improvising and composing, what goes on in your head might not be music at all. It might be something completely different. It might really be, you know, processing the thoughts from another thing that might have happened that day, or just something you read, or whatever. Mm-hmm. At least for me, it's very rarely music in my head when I start composing. It's something else usually.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, yeah, music is the expression of a feeling. I mean, you know, like classic blues is an expression of a strong emotion, and all music is an expression of some form of emotion. Well, most of it, I'd say. Except,
no, I totally agree. That's why I think it's important for people. It's an outlet.
It certainly is. Well, what's the role of the web? I mean, obviously you use the web a lot to promote your own music, and how important do you think it is in your career?
For someone like me, I think it's a complete blessing. I think it's. I think the way the music industry is now is actually better than it was before, when a few major, massive corporations run everything and what was to become popular. It's way more fair now, because anyone can put anything out, and then it's just the market.
True.
It's, you know, if people find it, if they're gonna like it. Also, it's much cheaper, of course, to record nowadays. You don't have to rent a studio for a multi-million-dollar budget.
Oh no, of course not. I'm in a home recording studio at this moment. You know, I like. And you can do some excellent recordings with very, very inexpensive equipment.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that levels the playing field for all of us.
Absolutely. So what is it that you look for in a musical website, like say ours or any other? What would be your ideal sort of musical website?
I mean, anything that helps promote people who work really hard to put their craft out there, and obviously I would say, I mean, a negative thing with everyone being able to put anything out there, yeah, of course, like the quality check kind of disappears. So just as there are going to be more good things, there are also going to be more not so good things out there. And I think that a site like yourselves could help that. I think there could be like a quality mark, quality check from people like you who find stuff and then helps push that out there.
In a way, it's what we try to. I mean, obviously, the objective of the contest is to put in evidence some good music, and most of. I mean, I've seen that the winners of our previous contests have always been very interesting pieces of music, very different genres. I mean, completely different things, but very interesting. So yes, I agree with you. In a way, a website like this does help people who want to listen to something a bit different find it in an easy way. I agree with you on that. Yes, absolutely. What are your future plans?
Me and my colleague, I would say Swedish Gun Factory consists of like 3 people. It's me who started it, and then it's my wife here in the background who sings a lot of the songs.
Beautiful voice.
Oh yeah, no, she's phenomenal. Her voice.
Beautiful voice.
And then it's my colleague who's also a tap dancing multi-instrumentalist. He lives in Memphis at the moment, but I'm hoping that he will move out here soon. But he and I have some really interesting projects going. I would love to send you some link.
Sure.
Videos that we make when we tap dance and play instruments.
Well, you know, you can publish things on the website.
Oh, I would love to do that. I'll do that.
So send me whatever you want. We can get it on, or you can build your own page, and on your artist page.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Send me some stuff.
Okay. Well, this ends the interview. Thank you very much for this, and we really do hope to see more of your stuff on the website.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's the reason I can breathe.